Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with your new release for this Sunday, 23rd of May. I have another 15 fabrics for you this week. I did try to cut it down because I did wonder if 15 was too many last week, but then I went through them all and I couldn't choose which ones to take out. So we have 15 again. Sorry, I hope that's not too much choice for you. There's some pretty amazing ones in there, some I think you'll be pretty excited about. I have one brand new base. And then otherwise just a really nice range of winter fabrics. While I've got your attention as well, I wanted to let you know we are starting something a little bit new here at Lush. You may be aware that we took over another warehouse recently, which is behind me over that way, all connected in here, which left our front room wide open and empty. And our front room was always a little bit of a mess. But obviously we need to do something with the space, so we're going to open it up as social sewing space, and we're going to run some lessons in there as well. It's very early days, but I have added a little section to the Lush website, and it's just called Sewing Space and Classes. So if you are in WA, we are located in Willetton, so south of the river in Perth. If you are interested in that sort of thing and you're in the area, then just keep an eye on it and see if anything comes up that's of interest to you. For those who are interested but you're too far away, I'm so sorry. I wish that we could do it everywhere. Unfortunately, we can't, especially in these times when it's so hard to travel. Okay, onto the fabric. First one I have to show you is, I can't say it's my favourite of the week because there are so many that I love, but I do really love this one. It's new. It's a new fabric base, and it's called Feather Hachi. It's a little bit like faux fur, but it's not quite so fairy. It is a little bit feathery, and the colour of this one is rose. So this fabric base is 99% poly, 1% spandex. It's 290 GSM, so it's a nice weight for winter. Do you see? I hope you like it as much as I do. Alright, this is it. I'm going to get it nice and close for you. So you can see probably at the top a little bit why it's called feather and not faux fur, because they are kind of long, thin strands. But isn't that gorgeous? Now, this isn't an overly thick fabric either. It's not ridiculously thin. It's not overly thick. So just so you know. And this is all very, very soft. Now, for some people who have some sensory issues, you probably still won't like it. But it is really soft to the touch. It's not itchy. So that's the right side. And then the wrong side has still got some of these little bits on it. So if you don't like that sort of thing, it might not be comfortable for you to wear. But it's not scratchy. It is soft. Let's see if we can stretch this thing. It's only got 1% spandex in it, but it's really stretchy. Isn't that crazy? It's all with the way it's knitted together. A little bit of give vertically as well, which is great. So this would be amazing as a jumper or a jacket or a cardi or something, or just as a detail like a lapel or a collar. Make it nice and furry, or cuffs. Oh, so cute. So this is the Rose Feather Hachi. We did actually put it with a fabric. There we go. I hadn't expected that. We matched it up with the vintage mauve double brush poly. And I do have a thread. I've used this colour a couple of times in this week's release. Now that's coming up. The thread's coming up a lot darker than the fabric on my screen than it is in real life. It is a little bit darker in real life. I didn't have anything that was closer, and I thought that your thread would probably sink in a little bit. So it would probably be okay if it's a little bit darker. But if you like it to be spot on, then you might want to take this fabric down to your local shop and see if you can find a better match. But it isn't quite as glaringly not matching as it looks on the screen right now. It is closer in real life. Okay, let me pick that up. I just threw that on the ground. Sorry about that. Okay, Rose Feather Hachi. Beautiful. Now, along the same lines, we had a fabric like this in this base a couple of weeks ago, and it went pretty quickly. It's pretty cool. I made a jumper out of this one. It is another Hairy Hachi, and this time in black. So let me show you this one. So Hairy Hachi is 100% poly and 250 GSM. This one actually feels a little bit thicker than the Feather Hachi, just a little bit, not a great deal. I mean, they're pretty similar. Okay, let me show you up close. The Hairy Hachi. We've got Feather and Hairy Hachi today. Let me see, is it coming into focus? There we go. So you can see the hairy bits there. So it's kind of fluffy looking. And then on the wrong side, you can see that there are still some little hairs there. So again, if you have some sensory issues, might not be for you. This isn't as soft as the Feather Hachi, but it's not scratchy either. So this is the thickness, so it's just a little bit thicker than the other one. Look, it's not crazy thick, it'll go through your machine okay, I'm sure. Anyway, it's gorgeous. Fluffy black jumper. Alright, so stretch. It's horizontal. Vertical, got a little bit of give there, which is nice. And there is your drape. And of course, just put it with number 4000. Easy peasy. All right, black Hairy Hachi. Now I have a few faux alpacas to show you. We're right into winter this week. We are getting pretty close to winter now. We're not even, it's crazy that we're not even there yet. I feel like we've been in winter for a long time. Not because the weather was cold in Perth, but because I've had all these winter fabrics around me. This one is called Pride. And as I said, it's a faux alpaca. So we call it that because my supplier calls it alpaca, but there is zero alpaca in it. It is 69% poly, 24% rayon, and 3% spandex. So there is no alpaca. But we thought it was a cute name, and it is nice and soft, so we stuck with faux alpaca. This one is 200 GSM. So let me show you. So it's kind of fluffy and brushed on the outside, on the right side of the fabric. It's got really nice stretch. Got some vertical there too, and there's your drape. It's very pretty. Right, what did we match this one with? Pale pink, single brush poly is cute. And cream, double brush poly, looks nice too. Right, so that's your Pride. It's your Pride faux alpaca. Okay, another one. It's another animal print too. This one is called Endangered in clay, because the supplier called this colour clay, and it kind of is a clay tone. I often don't agree with the names that the suppliers give it, but this one's not too bad. Isn't that lovely? So soft, so stretchy, beautiful. Faux alpaca is just great for jumpers and cardigans, tops if it's particularly cold where you are. I mean, you can make some joggers out of it. Amazing. Just really soft and snuggly and gorgeous to wear. This one we put with vintage mauve as well. And I matched 155 with this one again too. And again, it's not an exact colour match. It is closer again than it's looking on the screen. These colours aren't coming up so well today. But because there's some black in there as well, I'm hoping it's okay. But again, if you want it to be spot on, then you might want to take the fabric down to your local shop and see if you can find a thread to match. So this is Endangered in clay. Okay, got one more for now and then another one later. Let's see, this one, okay, so you've seen this print before. This is Time is of the Essence in a different colourway. So this one's Time is of the Essence in pink. Stand back. Isn't it adorable? Isn't it gorgeous? So we've got some little stars and then the soft colours changing. It's just beautiful. I love it. Now I haven't got a matching thread with this one because it really depends on where your hem's going to be as to what colour you're going to need. So I didn't put one on at all, just to save some confusion and disappointment if your hem ends up, say, in the pink section and I've suggested white as your thread, or vice versa. So stretch, again, amazing. Both ways, beautiful drape. So this one we've matched up with pink gin, round modal. Where are we? Pale peach, it's cotton spandex. Peach, double brush poly, and off-white, which is a round modal. No, just a modal, sorry. I think it's a 200 GSM modal. So this is time is of the essence. Gorgeous. It's a faux alpaca as well. Okay, now I've got some no I don't, I've got some French terries to show you. This is another one that you've seen the print before, but we have a new colourway. It's Midnight Sky in ivory this time. So we currently have black. Do we have pink? Possibly pink. And now ivory. Isn't it gorgeous? So these stars are foil, and they're gold. Some are bronze, some are silver. They're gorgeous. Now, because they are foil, and if ever you have a fabric with foil or a coating or anything like that, wash it in cold water. Don't put it in the dryer. And probably preferably, if it's going to go in the washing machine, you put it in its own bag, because any zips or Velcro or buttons or anything like that can start to take this foil off. So take a lot of care in washing this one. It doesn't have to be difficult, but you just need to remember that it shouldn't go in the dryer, and you don't want anything rough rubbing up against it. Okay, so stretch is lovely. Really not much going on vertically there. Nice drape. So this one is 63% poly, 34 rayon, 3 spandex, and 210 GSM. And we put this one with the off-white modal as well. And thread-wise, is this the one that I went with? Yep, 2002. All these links will be on the website, so you'll be able to find it all there. So Midnight Sky in ivory, French terry. All right, this next one you've seen the print before as well, and we just have a different colourway. This one is called Pink Marble. So we had blue marble not too long ago. Now we've got this gorgeous pink marble. Isn't it lovely? It's nice and soft, this one. This one's 70% poly, 27 rayon, 3 spandex, and it's a bit heavier. It's 240 GSM. It's still not an overly thick fabric though. Let me try and find the straight cut edge. It's rolling a little bit, so it's a bit tricky to show you the thickness of it. See, it's not really thick, but the French terry, even though it's not a thick and heavy French terry, it's still quite cozy. Obviously, if you're in a really cold climate, you're going to need more than this, but it's a lovely layering fabric, I think, because it's not too thick and heavy. You can put other layers over the top. And it's got some nice stretch horizontally, just a bit of give vertically, and there is your drape. This one, I've used 155 again. This is a popular thread today. It looks like it matches better this time too, doesn't it? Okay, so rose bamboo looks really nice with this one, and we did the off-white modal again here. So this is Pink Marble French terry. Okay, one more French terry for you. This one is called Splatter. And I called it Splatter in pink because the supplier said this colourway was pink. And I don't know that pink is the strongest colour in here. I don't know if it's the blue or the green that's the strongest colour. But isn't it beautiful? Again, it's a really soft French terry. And if you're not aware of French terry, if you haven't used it before, you'll know something's French terry by these loops. And the loops can be on the front or the back. This time they're on the back. But do you know what? It's a real tie-dye, so you could use it either way. If you wanted the loops on the right side for a bit of added texture, you can. You just need to be careful because they can pull. The loops can pull if they're on the outside, which of course can affect the look of the garment in the end. But you can easily put it on the loops on the inside and then have that on the outside. Isn't it nice? I really like it. So this one, where are we? So this is actually 98% poly, 2% spandex, but it's lovely and soft. It's 230 GSM, so it's a nice weight too. It's got some really good stretch. That's a really good stretch for a French terry. French terries sometimes are a little bit lacking in stretch. Not a great deal going on vertically. Nice drape though. And again, I haven't given you a matching thread because there are so many variations of colour through this one that you can kind of pick. Or it might be easy to find out where your hem is going to sit to work out what colour you need. Okay, so this one looks nice with royal blue and off-white modal again. That one's very popular today. And baby pink cotton spandex. Okay, so splatter in pink. Let's hope that's correct. French terry. All right, now onto the double brush polys. Move my basket over. We've had this one sitting in our warehouse for ages, so it's time to get it out there. This is Patchwork Quilt. It's a super, super soft double brush poly. Some of them are just softer than others, and this one is beautiful. It's nice and light, beautiful and soft, so, so stretchy, both ways. Really nice drape. So double brush poly, I feel, is almost the ultimate fabric. It can make some people feel a little bit hot, which I feel is about its only downfall. It's great for garments that are tight. It's great for garments that are flowy and drapey. It's good for so many things. Okay, so this one looks really nice with the taupe modal and russet double brush poly. That really brings out the reds in the print there. And what is this one? Porcelain modal. Isn't it cute? Let me show you. I haven't showed you up close, have I? There we go. So it's a pretty little print. Okay, so that is Patchwork Quilt double brush poly. Really love this one. We've had something similar before, purple plaid. I think I actually bought 2 rolls of this because it's been so popular in the past, the purple plaid. So fingers crossed for me that it's popular again. Otherwise I'll be making myself a lot of stuff in purple plaid. So double brush poly again. Love it. You can do so many amazing things with this. It's beautiful. Nice stretch. Make a gorgeous winter dress, long sleeve dress, high neck maybe. You can do some really cool leggings out of this one, or a skirt. So much. So this one goes with 5976, and I'll link that on the website as well. Unfortunately, we don't have any other fabrics to match. Obviously, black would look great. Rockstar would look amazing with this. Yeah, so the blacks is probably your best bet. Okay, now, next one is what I am wearing on my bottoms. Let me show you. So I made my first pair of pleats to meet you. This is called Caged in burgundy. And I made a top to match. This is the Auburn cotton spandex that I used to go with it. So pleats to meet you pants on the bottom there. And then the top is the Agnes by Tilly and the Buttons. It's very girly. It's a bit kind of, I'm not much of a fluffy or a frilly girl. I really like it, but I have to say I'm quite conscious of my sleeves and my shoulders today. But I think it gives it a little bit of something, you know, for a plain top, just to have that little bit of something there. It's got a cute little ruching on the sleeves. pockets in the pants. So this one is a double brush poly as well. Let me get my correct sheet of paper. It's a really cute print. I really like it. I just had to make something out of it because I love these shades of red, and I'm so into animal print these days, which is reasonably new for me, animal print. Okay, look at that stretch. So stretchy, so soft. The drape. Okay, so obviously it goes really nicely with the auburn cotton spandex. What else does it go with? Again, for the off-white modal, must be our most popular coordinate today, I think. Burnt caramel, which is handy because I have a cardigan made out of this burnt caramel at home. How about that? I've got some things that match and I didn't even know. Okay, for this one, I matched it with 1453, which is just kind of a neutrally colour. You may well just have something like this already at home. Okay, so Caged in Burgundy, double brush poly. Now, I really like this one too. It's just a little bit different. It's called Feathers. A little bit confusing. We have Feather Hachi, and now this one is called Feathers in Green. And this one's a double brush poly. It's got beautiful colours in it. And look at that print. So it's a vertical print off the roll. But the thing with double brush poly is the stretch is so good on it that if you would prefer a horizontal print, then you can easily just sew it that way because it's got such great vertical stretch that you should be able to move it around. Always check your pattern. So all the patterns, or the PDF patterns anyway, that are out there, they all list the stretch percentage that is required for their pattern to work properly. And we always list the stretch percentage of our patterns on our website, of our fabrics on our website. So you can easily shop for your patterns and shop for your fabric online and have a pretty good idea if it's going to work or not. So, amazing stretch, both ways, beautiful drape, gorgeous colours. Now I did this one with the same 1543 because I couldn't find a good green and I thought there was probably enough of this neutral type colour to just use a neutral thread. With a pattern like this, you're always going to see some of your stitching because there's so many different colours in there, you can't avoid it. So yeah, it's up to you whether you go for a green or that neutral colour. Alright, now Timeless Teal cotton spandex we put with this one, and tan double brush poly is gorgeous with it, and also pistachio cotton spandex is really nice with it too. It's just gorgeous, all the colours and the print. Love it. It's a bit different. Okay, Feathers in Green. Now, our last double brush poly, and this one may well knock your socks off. You might need some sunglasses for this one, but Mel's sewn this one up for us this week. Oh, I'm clashing, but let's open this up so I don't clash. There we go. Neon Pink Leopard. Oh, check it out. Isn't it gorgeous? Love it. You will not get lost in a crowd. If you've got little kids, you could do the little girl or oh boy, if they like pink, you could do a nice little t-shirt or a dress for when you take them to somewhere crowded so that you can spot them in the crowd. And if you guys used to do that when your kids were little, I used to try and put them in something bright or stripy or something where they stood out a little bit so that I could see them from a distance, make sure they're okay, you know, playgrounds and that sort of thing. Okay, sorry, I digressed a little. So this is double brush poly again. Nice stretch. I don't think it'll be much of a surprise that I don't have a matching thread for this one. I do have a coordinate fabric though, which is neon pink, also double brush poly. So to really brighten you up, I mean black would just be gorgeous with this and would tone it down that little bit as well. It's pretty amazing. Love it. Neon pink leopard double brush poly. All right, I've only got 2 more to go. If you've stuck with me for this long, I appreciate it. So our second last one is a Scuba. I was going to say Liverpool, but that's incorrect. It is a Scuba, and it's this really gorgeous olive plaid. Isn't that lovely? So Scuba is a fabric that has a little bit of thickness to it. It's usually 95 poly, 5% spandex, about 220 GSM. But there's a bit of thickness to that fabric, which is really nice for scooting over things that you don't want to be seen. We've all got something that we're trying to hide, I think, and trying to disguise some things when we dress. So this is a good fabric for that. So there's your horizontal stretch. Just a little bit of give vertically, not much else. So I've matched this with 1624. And it looks nice with, let me find it now, it's this one, porcelain and olive green 250 GSM modal. Looks really nice. Okay, now we're up to our Lush Sunday special. And I thought that you guys might like it if I made a faux alpaca, the Lush Sunday special today. It's a fairly new base for us, and we've got quite a few prints. So I thought this might be a good opportunity for you guys to give it a try. So the Lush Sunday special is just one fabric that we pick each week, and we make it just a little bit cheaper, just to make it that little bit more affordable if it's something that you haven't tried before. Because we know when you buy new things, new bases, it's a risk. We understand that. There's only so much information that I can get across to you in a video without you being able to feel the fabric. It feels amazing and soft. This one is just fluffy and lovely, and even if you just made a blanket out of it, it would just be gorgeous. It feels absolutely beautiful. So it's the same as the others, which is what, 200 GSM, I think. This one is called Lieutenant in pink. Let me open it up for you. Isn't it sweet? So, nice stretch. Both ways. Drape. So amazing for a jumper or a cardigan. You could make a little dress out of this. Some joggers, a top, just a good old blanket, one of those hoodie things which are all the rage at the moment. It would be so nice for that and so lovely to wear. So this one I've put with thread number 1000. Yes, that one. And you can match this one with porcelain or baby pink. It's cute. So this is your Lush Sunday special for today. Lieutenant in pink, faux alpaca. Hope you love it. We love it. We think it's pretty cool. It's so soft and gorgeous that you just want to wrap yourself in it. I know if it's a cold day in winter where I'll be going, if I need a little blanket while I'm sitting at my desk, crying under my desk. Just gorgeous and cozy. Okay, that's all of them. That's all 15. It was a lot again. I'm sorry. I'd like to tell you that there won't be that many next week, but I know that there are. So anyway, that's it. We've got a lot of stuff to get out to you. A lot of amazing stuff was available with our suppliers for winter this year. So I've gone a little bit crazy with my shopping to bring you lots of good stuff. Okay, so same old thing. We've got our competitions in Facebook, in our page and our group. You're free to enter both of them. We will start working on these orders tomorrow morning to get them out to you. Generally, I think it's taking us until Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning at the moment to finish off the orders from the weekend and catch up again. So it's not quite a day that we're getting them done, usually 1 or 2, possibly 3 days, depending on the orders that come in to get them all out to you. So it's not too long, and we appreciate your patience. And don't forget to check out the sewing space and the sewing classes if you are local. Thank you so much for sticking with me for this long. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next week with more goodies. Thanks. Bye.